was designed to show us the dangers of crossing a road without paying proper attention.
Still talking, they come to a main road. The pedestrian crossing here is controlled by traffic lights. But of course, they both think that these only apply to traffic. So what do? They stand talking until the lights are against them and promptly walk into the path of an oncoming car. They just miss the coach, which is coming by on the outside.
These remarkably steady camera shots highlight the dangers facing motorcyclists.
Watch out on wet stone sets, wood block surfaces, steel roadways, tram lines.
No trick photography here. These were real stunts done by real people.
So use your brakes as little as possible. Select a lower gear and slow down on your engine. If that doesn't do the trick, apply both brakes very gently and evenly.
Should you be unlucky enough to have an accident, the National Health Service was ready to leap into action. Wallasey, like the rest of Merseyside, took its national health responsibilities very seriously.
The Department of the Medical Officer of Health deals with the health and welfare services, and within this framework is the Municipal Midwifery Service with its antenatal clinics for those mothers having their babies at home. The midwife gives the baby her bath and at the end of the first fortnight hands over to the health visitor, who supervises by routine visits the health and upbringing of the child. The mother may attend the child welfare centres where she can obtain baby foods and vitamins, have baby weighed, discuss her problems, and receive a check-up by the assistant medical officer. She may also have her baby immunised. Residential accommodation is provided by the welfare services for old people requiring care and attention. There are 3 hostels and 2 more are to be provided in the near future. The superintendent and the staff of district nurses provide a vital service in the nursing of the sick and aged in their homes. Many who are in need of this special care and attention have good reason to remember with gratitude the selfless devotion of these ministering angels.
Most councils were becoming increasingly proud of the amenities available in their borough. So much so that they made films about them. The fire brigade bursts into action and tears off in a rather splendid fire engine. This little reenactment shows the very latest in 1950s police technology. The lady next door shouts into a police radio box. The message is received at base and broadcast to a waiting patrol car. No doubt moments later, the apprehended villain was bundled into the back of the console and whisked to the nick. This too was brand new for the 50s, Wallasey's Municipal Laundry. Even the local librarian was called on to smile for the camera. Proving that recycling is not a new idea, this plant is collecting cardboard and metal for reuse or sale. Progress meant removing debris from the war, like blowing up an old gun emplacement.
The popularity of New Brighton as a holiday resort is largely due to the constant work of the publicity and entertainment section, and a wide variety of means are employed to provide for visitors of all ages and tastes. Bathing pools, the pier and other entertainments are popular features of a progressive program of which the beauty contests each summer attract many thousands of holidaymakers.
Perhaps the last chance to see New Brighton in all its glory. The advent of cheap airline flights to the sun of Costa del Sol and the Canaries was just around the corner. Like so many seaside away day places, New Brighton was basking in the autumn sunshine. Prices too were beginning to rise, and the pleasure of the British seaside resort was about to meet the assault of theme parks and leisure complexes. Surprisingly, it wasn't one of the big names, but Lita Rosa, who started the Merseyside musical bandwagon rolling in 1953 with her #1 hit single, How Much Is That Doggy in the Window? Frank Sinatra, a man who's had a few hits himself, was in town and enjoying a round of golf at Birkdale. 53 was also coronation year. On the 2nd of June, the whole of Merseyside became a street party for the new Queen, Elizabeth. Roy Rogers and Trigger rode up the steps of the Adelphi with more than 4,000 fans cheering them on. Stirling Moss won the Aintree Grand Prix in a van wall. And Merseyside was celebrating again in 57 to mark the 750th anniversary of King John's charter to the city. As the sun set on New Brighton, the swinging 60s were just around the corner for Merseyside. Yet to come, the second tunnel would be opened by the Queen. The first car made on Merseyside would roll off the production line. HMS Revenge would be launched at Camel Laird, and 4 young men would meet Harold Wilson, take Liverpool and the world by storm, and make the front page of the Liverpool Echo. But that, as they say, is another story.